Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Wednesday, the 5th of August, 2026. So we'll start off then with the Synoptic chart. So this was as of 6 o'clock this morning, low pressure centred over Scotland, really. And we've got these warm fronts, and maybe even a occluded front if you look really closely ahead of it. Very, very strong westerly flow. If I run this through to 12 o'clock today, you see that the frontal system has passed. We're basically left in west-northwesterly airflow. It's going to be a little bit unstable, I think. Got another high pressure out there, out the Atlantic, which is probably going to bring us back to slightly better weather tomorrow. But we're stuck today with a fairly windy westerly flow, low cloud initially, which will hopefully clear up a little bit later. So here is the cloud over the country at the moment. If I run this through, you can see as very, very high wave influence. You can see wave all the way through the country, and that's going to disturb any thermal activity anyway. We've still got a lot of cloud over the south of the country at the moment. It's clear out to the east, and it will clear up as the morning passes through. We are going to suffer from a few little rain showers on and off. There's the main warm front, occluded front, as you can see at the moment, passing Gloucester, heading towards Oxford. And where on the southern edge, we've got some residual sort of showers that are coming and going, not heavy rain per se, but we may or may not get hit by one of them this morning. This is over the next 2 hours. And if I run through the Met Office predicted rain forecast for the day, we can see that there's the main frontal system there. We can see that there are a splattering of showers south of Oxford that are running from west to east, and then dries up around about 11, and then should be good really on the south of the UK for the rest of the day, including evening. Okay, so no TAF at Odium at the moment, but they are currently giving us 30 knots in the southwest, 10-12 pressure setting, and 10k or more. And if I run through to Odium, up to Farnborough, sorry, they are giving us at the moment between 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock, 220, 10 knots, 10k or more vis, scattered at 4,000, becoming between 7 and 10 o'clock this morning, 280, 13 with 30% probability, temporarily between 7 and 10 this morning, 8,000 meters, rain showers, broken at 1,400 feet with 30% probability, temporarily between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, 260, 15, gusting 25 knots. Spot winds are giving us to the north, 260, 270, 25, 20 to 25 knots, and to the south of us, 270, 280, 20 knots, up to 5,000 feet. And windy is giving us a surface wind today of 10 knots from the southwest initially, quite rapidly going down to west, 12 knots from the west. And this is at 1 o'clock today, 30 knots from the west. And that stays fairly constant up till 7 o'clock this evening, 13 knots from the west. Local forecasts then are giving us, as suspected, southwesterly and then west throughout the day. Sunshine and clouds, low cumulus perhaps, and 28 knot gusts. So this is something we need to be aware of today. That's probably going to be associated with any larger showers that may or may not come through. GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 25 with a dew point down at 7. And our local Met forecast office at the moment is giving just off 19 degrees with a dew point of just off 15. View outside the window, this is the 1,400 foot starter queue that we've got at the moment. And with fairly brisk westerly wind. And this will slowly break up as the sun comes through. And if I go through Top Meteo, thermal predictions for the day, if I run back to 10 o'clock this morning, they're talking about, you can see the overcast and spread out the darker greys there, which we've got, and they're talking weak thermals to around about 3,500 feet, perhaps by 11 o'clock. It's probably going to be blue once this low stuff burns off. And then as the day goes on, it's still going to remain blue here. but with some cumulus further to north, maybe you can go to about 4,500, 5,000 feet perhaps, but with a lot of overcast, and you can see where the rain is coming in from the northwest. SkySight is giving us this low cloud initially, which we can see outside the window, which is going to burn off around about 10:30ish up to some reasonable cumulus initially, at base about 5,000 feet, and then blowing out reasonably strong thermals. I've highlighted the winds here though, basically anywhere between 12 and 16 knots on the surface from west in the westerly direction, with gusts of 22, 23, it's saying. Okay, Notam wise, there's nothing to affect us locally. We've got Fairford, obviously the usual thing over there, a couple of danger areas. But if you do go away, and I suspect not too many people will today, please pay due diligence on the Notams. All right then, so let's wing across to the flying brief for today. We have two K21s on the book flying, two K21s on a 5-day course. That means any other flying, two-seater flying will need to be done in K13s. We have one available for the casual list, one on trial flights, and one with Al Greensmith has got booked with a student all day. We do have some single-seat availability. There are 5 on the casual list, and so we will need an instructor, please, for them when we can get a glider spare. Nothing to report as we speak from 2XL at the moment. Quick break just to remind everyone about the 4th to 23rd of October, our Boeing Soaring Week. Further information, speak with Ron, Evan or myself, and booking can be made via the office. So today then, low pressure centred on Scotland with warm fronts from west to east passing through during the day. Gusts of up to 25 knots associated with the frontal system, so we'll need to have special care with ground handling today, please. We'll use runway 27 today, and please be ready when the cable or tug arrives. And no landing or taxiing over the disused runway shown in red. And there's the pictorial layout for today. Winching to the south, aerotoning to the north. I suspect we won't have a grid today, but if there is requirement for a large grid, usual place, please. Otherwise, come and join us on the runway. Okay, right, that's it for today. Evan and I will be out there. I have some motor gliding to do this morning, so Evan will probably start things off, and I will take over from him about lunchtime. Okay, I'll see you all a bit later. Bye-bye.